guys. Alright, another day, more making stuff, back onto the Bumblebee Camaro, more work to do on that today. Got a whole bunch of routing and some side panels and getting the amp rack sorted out, so why not just get into it and start kicking along. But first, I haven't introduced you to the love of my life. Hang on a sec. Alright, so it's been a love affair that's been going on now for a little while. Look, I better just go get straight to it. Her name's Jess. I love her. I spend most of my day with her. The love of my life. But that's another video. I'll get more into that. Anyway, let's get on with today. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I have my amplifier rack pre-wired here, as you can see, with my plugs and everything all nice and pretty and ready to go. So now I need to make some sort of a recess into the floor so that I can actually hide these plugs once it's in the car, because you're going to be able to see this from the back if you fold the back seat down. So let's make some holes. Always keep the straight edges, make good templates. Alright, over to the router bench. Right, got it nice and trimmed and flushed out. Got the round over on it. Double check the amp rack actually fits. That'd be a good idea. Yeah. Cool. That shall be perfecto. Okay, so I'm just piecing the boot back together, just going to get ready to get some rear sides sorted out, so going to start making up a cardboard template, and then I can start working out how the panels are going to sit in and get an opening worked out for the battery. So just putting everything, or at least the one side, back together, so I can get an idea of where the panel is going to sit. And now just actually measuring up to draw up and cut up the cardboard template. And there you go, so now you can see that that fits nicely. It tucks in pretty good once the sub box is in. So now I can go in and transfer that over to some 9mm MDF and start working out the windows on it. Alright, so this is just rough covering up the actual side panels, and then I'm going to transfer my template over to that. I'll get that cut out and sorted on the router, and then there we go. That's our side panel sitting in nicely, it fills the gap. Now to get that side sorted. Alright. Got the side panels here, so we'll start working out some sort of a window to put in it to reveal the battery behind it. I think I am going to use one of these Mobile Solutions templates we've got here. And take it off something like there and use that as a window, and it could be reversed either way to go either side. So let's do that. Alright, so we now have our template. We'll round these corners off. We should be pretty good to go. Alright, window's cut. Just got to trim this out, then I can start prettying up the window itself. Make it look nice in the car. Trimmed. Let's go have a look. Alright. There it is. It's in. It works. Let's get cleaned and tidied up and do some roundovers and stuff, and we're good. Now I've got one panel and I'm happy with the shape. I am now going to copy that panel out, so I've got two matching windows, one for the opposite side, and then I can add a nice roundover to the outside and make it look a bit pretty. Always watch your fingers when you're using bits like this. It can be a little dangerous. Ready for this? 3, 2. Nah, just kidding. Alright, they're looking good. So next, just quickly retrim out this side panel. So now I can actually copy that onto the other side, make sure that my hole is in the exact same position. And
so next up, I'm gonna load in our big ass rabbiting bit, which is a little bit scary, but you know, it does what it does. I'm gonna put a little bit of recess into the back, so that I've got a little bit of space when I make up my pressed grill, so that it can sit in and flush up to the front of it. Get these two panels done. And there it is. That leads me on to the next thing, which is starting to make up the pressed grills. So what I'm doing here is starting to make up my bits for the press. Just copied our window out again and then took my internal, which was the cutout from, and I'm going to use those two pieces to then press out a grill. As you can see, it's got a nice little gap, and so from there I'm just going to put a couple of little dowels in it so that I've got something to actually keep it aligned once I've got it on there. Cut out some of my mesh and stick that down to my pressed part, and then off to the press. When I'm pressing, I always find it's nice just to start at one end and work your way down slowly. Do as many positions as you can. Doesn't hurt to do more because it means it's going to even out the load over the whole piece of mesh, especially when you're using a thick piece of mesh too. It's nice just to gradually do it. And there you go, pop it out, and there is my pressed shape. So go and check it out, cut it out, and see what it looks like in the panel. There we go.
Right, grill made up. This one side sorted. Now to do that one.
And there they are, the pair of pressed grills. Nice and pretty. And there's the side panels in the car with a bit of black paint on them, looking good. So now they're pretty much ready for trim. Alright, so that's another episode done and dusted. Still got some more work to do on the Camaro, but we're actually getting really close now. Next episode, we've got some wiring to do. I've got to finish off battery mounts and get things sorted out in there. Finish off some wiring on the amp rack. Still got some LEDs to do and some trimming, and it's pretty close to getting it out there. So thanks for watching, guys. Keep keen. I'll be back soon, and we'll be very close to finished on this Camaro. So thanks, guys. See you next time.